Welcome, of course, here to the National Cricket Stadium. Match number 22 is going to unfold in just a few minutes. Got up to just a couple of minutes late start today, and just some little issue, we're told, but it's everything is fine now, and the umpires are out there in the middle. And of course, these two teams are going to be locked in battle in just a few minutes. Bayleaf Blasters are coming up against Clove Challengers. We had a very good game this morning. Low scoring game, John Eugene, but it turned out to be a rather exciting one. And let's see whether this afternoon's game can turn out to be equally exciting. So this is the second match of today's fixtures. You have Bayleaf Blasters coming up against Clove Challengers.
Yes, Stevenson, this morning's encounter was quite an exciting one. We look forward to this afternoon. Bayleaf Blasters coming up against the Clove Challengers.
Oh, I don't know whether we may have the time to get the toss in the players out there now, and so normally we'd have at least the toss being spun, and we get details from that. We may just have to forego this one this afternoon, but we should let you know that the Bayleaf Blasters, they're gonna be batting, and we should have, as I said, a very good match on hand. We're going to give you the lineup shortly for the Bayleaf Blasters. And so the Bayleaf Blasters, Robinson and Hodge, those are the two who will be opening the bowling, and opening the batting, beg your pardon. Here is the first delivery that is looking to be pulled out to mid-wicket. Doesn't make the kind of contact anticipated. Let's see what the umpire would say. Well, he did in fact get a bit of contact onto that one. So Jelani Robinson is opening there with Kaveem Hodge. Maybe Blasters line up would be Robinson, Hodge, Smith, Felix, Devonny Smith, Lewis, Pascal, Rogers, Dennis Smith, the keeper, Nikosi Saint-Hilaire, and Ramnath. Those are the lineup for the Bayleaf Blasters. Here he is in now, and the balls outside the arm stump, pulled down to the mid-on area. Bishop takes the catch. Oh my gosh, would you believe this? So. Well, Hodge is gone, and I think the jubilation on the part of Imran Joseph, I don't think I've seen this before. I think he ran up, grabbed hold of Hodge, and started to do a bit of an Indian dance while Bishop took an easy catch that mid-off. What a thing that.
Yeah. It all took me by surprise.
I know. What a thing.
What a ton of events. Calvin Hodges looking to pull this delivery from Joseph. Joseph a little pacey, and this ball came on to Calvin Hodges a little bit sharper than he expected, giving an easy catch to
Bishop, Teddy Bishop.
Yes, Teddy Bishop at mid-on.
He grabbed on too. I can't believe this. He actually grabbed on to Hodge. That's Imran Joseph. And, well, he was hugging and embracing them Indian dancing. I hope Hodge was not very happy about that. I don't think he could be very happy at all. I don't know if they had some little words before. I don't know. You know, some fast bowlers take on some opening batsmen take on fast bowlers, and they say before the match, well, you know what, I'm going to let you have it. And the bowler may say the same thing too. And whoever gets the success will express jubilance. So Bayleaf Blasters 1 for 1. Incredible start here. Here is Joseph moving in now to bowl to Devon Smith, who is pulling well down to the deep forward square boundary. Will get a single. I did talk quite a bit about his pulling ability. Devon Smith, good cutter of the ball, good puller of the ball too, and still has the kind of reflexes though he has touched down on H40 already to be able to pull the ball in front of square. So Smith is off the mark. Robinson comes in to strike. He's on one. Bayleaf Blasters. Uh, they've lost the wicket of Kareem Hodge, caught by Teddy Bishop of the bowling of Imran Joseph without scoring. So let's look to see the two fielders out. The third man is out. And who else is out, John?
The backward square.
Backward square, thank you. You know you've got better eyes than I do. There's no question about that.
Yeah, I'm right there for I'm right there for
Thank you very much, John. Here once more is Imran Joseph. Is in and bowls, and Robinson helps that on his way over the long leg area down to the boundary for four. Bad delivery, ill-directed, inside the line when Robinson, and he just tugged it around down to the long leg area. 4 runs. It was a bad delivery, and Bayleaf Bastards, they've gone to 6 for 1.
poor delivery. Robinson helping himself to 4 runs over fine leg.
So there is a third man down on the boundary, backward point, cover, extra cover the mid-off. Now all of these in the circle, inclusive of mid-on, mid-wicket, and fine leg. In now, bowls to Robinson, who comes forward, gets a hard delivery that he pushes back along the track for the bowler to pick up on his follow-through, and there is no run. So he must be satisfied with this over so far, is Imran Joseph. And of course, T10 will be very satisfied with it. Just 6 runs going off it so far, and he's picked up the prize wicket of Kareem Hodge. Here he is once more, Joseph in, and bowls to Robinson, who is getting a delivery down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire. It was a pacey delivery too, because the keeper had to really go up and pull it down. And wide signal. So 1 more to the total. Is gone to 7 for 1.
Yes, Joseph really digging in this one short and going way over the batsman Jelani, and the umpire quite rightly signaling wide.
Goes back for what should be the last delivery of this over. Last legal delivery. Moves in once more is Joseph, and he's going to bowl to Robinson, who gets a delivery down the leg side. Wide again signal. Slower delivery this time, of contrasting length. Same sort of direction, but length was sort of fuller and outside the leg stump, looking to sweep that ball. Robinson doesn't make contact, and the total remains on 8 for 1. Well, not remains on total for 1, because the 8 for 1 there was in fact a wide called. So here once more is Robinson tapping away at the crease as Joseph approaches him. He is there now, and there's an appeal for caught behind. The umpire says not out. Ball may have taken somewhere. We're not too sure where it may have struck, and the keeper collected behind the stump. So the over comes to an end. First over gone. Successful over 2. Robinson is 5. Smith is 1. And the batsman to go was Kareem Hodge. Was caught Teddy Bishop there at mid-on of the bowling of Imran Joseph without scoring. And it was in fact a rather dramatic first over.
Yes, very interesting over there by Joseph, picking up the wicket of Kareem Hodge, and also bowling some wides down the leg side. Not the best of over, but I think the Clove challengers will be happy that it's only 8 runs.
Yeah, you're right. Must be very happy that's only 8 runs, but they got a prize wicket of Kareem Hodge, and so Darren Ned is going to move in to bowl to Devon Smith from the far end. And well, there is a strong off-side field for Devon Smith. There are in fact 3 fielders on the leg side, inclusive of the mid-on, the square leg, and the fine leg inside the circle. Here he is, moving in now. Ned to bowl to Smith. Smith is coming forward and opens the face of the bat and glides the ball down to third man. Gets a single, rather comfortable single too. So he is now moved by 1. That's Smith onto 2. And the total is pushed on out to 9 for 1. We're in over number 2. Bowled by Ned. Bright sunshine here at the National Cricket Stadium.
Ball is coming right arm over.
We've had pleasant weather throughout the tournament. And this time of the year, of course, you expect the weather to be conducive for good, authentic cricket. As Ned is in, I thought he missed his run-up. You could see that very early, about halfway his approach. You knew that something wasn't quite going right for him. And they tell you that as a fast bowler particularly, you've missed your run-up, go right back. It may take some energy out of you, but it might serve the difference between maybe a boundary and a good delivery. Here he is now in and bowls, and he's off the back foot and cuts the ball. That's Robinson, gets it out to cover, but can't pass the offside field. He remains on 5 and the total remains on 9 for 1. So coming to the end, we were just about just past the middle, just about the middle of April, and then we still got another month there after that of official dry season. A delivery that is turned up on the onside, thought about a single, as the bowler came in very quickly on his follow through. But this year, I don't know what it was like in St. Lucia, but it was not a harsh dry season at all in Grenada, as you may well see. It was quite interspersed with rain.
Yes, in St. Lucia, we also had quite a number of showers early up, yeah.
Very nice. So here once more is Ned moving in now to bowl to Robinson, and Robinson is getting a delivery that comes into him. He's a little bit cramped for room as he was onto the back foot. Maybe rather than trying to come onto the front foot and play through the line of the ball, waited for the ball to drop and then just seemed a little cramped. Pushed it back on the offside of the wicket for the bowler to pick up on his follow through. Total remains on 9 for 1. So it's been a good over so far by Ned. Just 1 run coming off 4 deliveries. You want to keep that tight. There is an adjustment to the field. The third man comes up in the circle, and the man at mid-off has now gone on to long on, and the captain himself, who was at mid-on, has now gone to mid-off. So that's the change. Those are the changes we had just before this delivery. Here it comes once more in. Ned and bowls to Robinson. Robinson clips that down to backward square, 4 runs. No question about that. Maybe just slanting on the leg side, and just eased inside the line and used the wrist very well, and also used the pace of the ball and turned it down to backward square. 4 runs to Robinson. The total has now gone to 13, and Robinson has gone to 9.
A good shot by Robinson, ball angle on leg stump and making no mistake and helping himself to 4.
We're in over number 2. So he's hit 2 boundaries already in his innings of 9, as Ned again moves in. Would pass the umpire just about now and bowls, and there's wrapped him on the pad, and there's a people like before gone. So says the umpire, the slow death-like finger, index finger raised, and so Robinson goes leg before to Darnell. He's gone for 9, and Bayleaf Blasters, they're in more than a spot of trouble. They're 13 for 2.
Jelani Robinson playing right across this delivery, and being hit plumb in front. The umpire making no mistake. This one was absolutely plumb.
Was it a slow ball? Was it? No, not really.
Not really.
It wasn't a slow ball. Yeah. But if John says it wasn't a slow ball, you better believe it, because his eyes will pick that up so very quickly. So the Smiths are outside there. Dennis Smith has just joined his uncle Devon Smith, and they've got to do a bit of restoration here. They've got to bring some redemption to Bayleaf Blasters, who are 13 for 2, and the experience obviously would come into play here. So 2 overs gone. Bayleaf Blasters, they're 13 for 2. Clove challengers would be very happy with the two bowlers already used, but Jerron Noel is going to come in. So a change of bowling from the northern or Dabo end. Again, we talk about how the spinners have played such a major role in this competition. So, Jerron Noel will get ready to bowl to Devon Smith. Here he is. He's going to come from wrong the wicket. And Smith is with his customary leg stump guard. Here is Noel. All is set. Moves in to bowl to Smith. Wrong the wicket. Off spin. Outside the off stump. Looking to cut the ball. That is wide. Confirmed by the umpire. So, one more to the total. The extras have now gone on to 3. And the total has gone to 14 for 2. Noel to bowl to Smith. Smith is driving well. Fine shot, 4 runs. Beautiful. Well, he got to the pitch of that one, and he drove that ball nicely to the right of the mid-on fielder, and it went very quickly past him. 4 runs. It was airborne, but certainly not catchable. So mid-off is now pushed right back on the boundary because of that shot. Well played, Devon Smith, who is now gone on to 6. Is 18 for 2. Noel again in to bowl to Smith, who is off the back foot and cutting well, but can't pierce the offside field. Just pulling away slightly and cut it hard into the ground. Maybe still didn't get the kind of smoothness that he wanted, allowing the ball to skid off the grass rather than hitting it hard into the turf. 18 for 2. Noel is in and bowls to Smith. Smith is tugging that ball through mid-wicket. That's going to go close to the boundary. It goes over the boundary line. In fact, now that's 4 runs. Don't think he really wanted to hit that in front of square like that, but it took more the bottom portion of the bat, and well, he hit it well, in fact, through the mid-wicket area. 4 runs. He is now gone quickly on to 10, and the total has gone to all the 2s, 22 for 2. Fine shot, Devon Smith. Noel again is in to bowl to Smith, who is motoring on. He bowls, and Smith is looking to repeat the shot. That was just too wide outside the off stump to want to sweep that one, and the keeper collecting behind the stump. Here is Noel again in and bowls to Smith. Smith is off the back foot, turns it neatly, just behind square on the leg side, and they go through for a very quick single. They get it. The response was good by his nephew in Dennis. 1 more to the total. It's gone to 23, and Devon Smith has now moved on to 11. Brings Dennis Smith into strike. Much cooler afternoon now than it was, let's say, about half an hour ago. But it's bright and just conducive for good cricket. As here is Noel in and bowls to Dennis Smith. Dennis Smith is hitting that inside out. Fine shot for 4. 1 bounce over the boundary line. That was a lovely shot outside the off stump, and his keeper just saying, hey, you've given him too much room. He allowed his arms to fly and lifted that sweetly over the infield, and it went over the extra cover area inside out. 4 runs. So Dennis Smith is off the mark immediately. He's gone to 4, and the total has gone to 27 for 2 after 3.
Excellent shot by Dennis Smith, just hitting this one over extra cover for 4. An expensive over by Noel, conceding some 14 runs.
Yes, 14 runs, expensive. That's not what he was brought on to do at all. He was obviously brought on to do a little bit of containing, but he obviously did not succeed in doing that. So let's see whether would Darren be called back in, or they're going to have a change of bowling from the far end. So far, Devon Smith has looked very well for his 11 runs, and they've had to repair a couple of wickets falling very quickly. It's now 27 for 2, as it's going to be Ned again who's going to bowl his second over. He's bowled his first over well, moves in with that mop of hair flopping on his head. He's there now on Bolster Smith. Smith is coming forward, gets a delivery that might have just break back into him, and he was onto the back foot, pushes the ball back just on the onside of the wicket as the bowler running through picks up on his follow through and would go back. Third man is there, backward point. Cover is square, extra cover and a mid off. Then there is a mid on and a square leg, fine leg inside the circle. He's in once more, Ned, and bowls to Smith. Smith is flashing at that outside the off stump. Fine shot. That's going to be 4. Beautiful shot. It was outside the off stump, and he slashed it. And in typical left-handerish manner, raced across the boundary. 4 runs. We can see it again. He reached for it. He knew exactly where the fielders were. And so he's picked up his third boundary. He's gone to 15-31 for 2.
Lovely shot by Devon Smith. Ned providing whiff and Devon Smith throwing everything at this one.
Certainly did. Ned again from the far end begins to move in, sneaks past the umpire now and bowls to Smith. Smith is hitting that through the mid-wicket area. That's gone once more. 4 runs. Contrasting position on the field of play. The previous one was slash backward point. This time it was slightly pitched up, and he used his feet well and lifted it over mid-on. That was a fine shot, and it went over the mid-wicket area rather, down to the boundary for 4. So he's really motoring on. He's gone now to 19. It's 35 for 2.
Devon Smith taking a liking of Ned in this over. Ned pitching up and Devon Smith hitting over mid-wicket.
Yeah, he's certainly making use of the power play. Here is once more Ned from the far end. He's got a rather longish approach. He would come in now to bowl to Smith. Smith is looking to pull that outside the off stump. Doesn't make contact. Maybe a little bit too optimistic there. Eyes lit up when he saw that it was short. He probably might have been advised to just ease onto the back foot and square cut that one, but he wanted to tug that from outside the off stump through mid-wicket. That's where he got his previous boundary. Didn't succeed in getting there. Maybe played over the top of the ball too. Here he is once more. It's Ned moving in to bowl to Smith. And Smith is driving. Well, where has that gone? That's gone straight, did it?
Yes.
That 4 runs.
6.
6. It actually went for 6, did it? Oh my golly, what a good shot that was. Straight down. That's right. He hit it straight. Let's see how far it really cleared the boundary. It cleared it by a good way too. Oh, longer than I thought.
Yeah.
Well, 6 runs there to Devon Smith. Haven't seen him hit the ball like that in a while now. He's gone very quickly to the quarter century mark, and the total has gone to 41 for 2. He's roughing it. He's roughing up poor Ned here. Ned is 1 for 19 of 1.5. Comes in once more to bowl to Smith, and Smith is late dabbing that, gets it down behind square on the outside. We'll get a single, and then they get a bit of an overthrow. Would come back for the second run. Oh, well, I don't think anybody likes to overthrow the ball. No captain likes that either. So they got 2, and the over comes to an end, allows Devon Smith to get to 27. Well, he won't be taking strike. His nephew would be taking strike. That Dennis, 43 for 2, and the power play has just been completed. 10.75 is the current run rate. Whenever you get over 10 or thereabout, then you've got a good power play.
An excellent power play there by the Bayleaf Blasters. And Stevenson, I think we have to spare a thought for Devon Smith. He has played every level of cricket.
That's true.
And he's still out there playing 10-10 version. And
Would you believe this?
And he's still enjoying his cricket.
Yes.
He's hitting the ball as clean as anybody else. And it's just amazing the longevity of his career and how long he have played.
Yes, started off playing for the Windward Islands, was only 18 years. Well, here's the captain, T10 in, bowls to Smith. Smith hits a big shot. No, that's big. That's ginormous. That's humongous. That's really big. And that's gone for 6. He pounced on it like a cat and lifted it over long on. And everybody just had to look at it in a rather helpless manner. Those on the field I'm talking about, we looked at it in great admiration. It's gone over the long on boundary for 6. Fine shot. He's gone to tennis 49 for 2. Here once more is T10 in and bowls to Dennis Smith, who turns that over the deep backward square area. That's going to go into the boundary too. That's 4 runs. Well, it was slanting down the leg side. It's not a good delivery at all. I'm sure that T10 himself, as the captain, would be very disappointed with that. And he just helped us on his way over the backward square area down to the boundary for 4. So a 6 and a 4 off the first 2 over there, bowled by T10. He's coming in for quite a licking. He's none for 10 of his 2 deliveries bowl. And Bayleaf Blaster, they've really motored on now. They're gone to 53 for 2. Here is T10 once more to bowl to Smith down the track. Lives that. That's big. That's big. That's a biggie. He's gone for 6. Oh my golly. Well. It's sheer carnage down here at the National Stadium, down the track. Nice use of the feet. He put on his dancing shoes very quickly and lifted it over the long on area for 6. Fine shot.
Fine shot. Dennis Smith. First ball 4, second ball 6, third ball 4, fourth ball 6. What an innings, Stevenson.
Well, this next one should be 4 if we're going by sequence. Here is T10 now and bowls to Smith. Smith gets a delivery that he comes forward and in a very authentic manner, very nice, crisp drive, gets it down to the long off area where Bishop is there fielding. He's a tall, slender figure there down on the long off boundary. So 1 more to his total. That's Dennis Smith, who's got 21 and catching up there with Devon Smith, who's 27. 17 runs have already come out from this over. Here he is the final, no, not the final delivery yet. T10 outside the off stump, opens the face of the bat, will go through for the single, and he gets it too. So 1 more to Devon Smith. He's got to 28, and it's gone now, the total to 61 for 2, brings the right-handed younger Smith into play, who's been very harsh on T10. Well, just making sure that his gloves are well fitted. He's in once more. And T10 bowls to Smith. Smith gets a faster, flatter delivery that he just spars down to short third man, gets a single. So the over comes to an end. And at the end of over number 5, which was a really, really productive over that yielded 21, at the end of 5, it's 62 for 2 Bayleaf Blasters. And who knows whether that particular over might turn out to be very significant.
An expensive over there by T10, conceding some 19 runs. Dennis Smith come in and really set the place alight with some big hitting, some clean hitting, not no slugging.
No.
He has really propelled the run rate. 62 for 2 halfway. Bayleaf Blasters probably looking to go beyond the 100 mark this afternoon.
Yeah, very much. Oh, they're on course to get there. So, Casimir Thomas will now prepare to bowl to Dennis Smith, who's batted beautifully this afternoon. Really lovely. As here's Casimir. Comes in now to bowl to Smith, Dennis. And then if he's lifting that down to the long on area, the catch is going to be taken. Yes, gone. The captain himself came forward. T10 took the catch rather easily too. So the first ball there, bowled by Casimir Thomas, has yielded success. As Dennis Smith was looking to heave-ho that one over long on, didn't cue it all that well. Whatever the case is, he's played his role. He's there, caught by Ronald T10 down on the boundary of the bowling of Thomas for 22. It's a bit of a cameo he has played. And the Bayleaf Blasters now, yes, they're traveling, they're motoring along at 12 runs per over, but it's 62 for 3.
Yes, an important blow there by Thomas, picking up the wicket of Dennis Smith. Is 62 now for 3. Just 5.1 overs, and Dennis Smith just losing his way there in this last delivery.
Yeah, I think he was in good touch. He was hitting the ball well and maybe just went one too many. But that's the thing, when when you've got energy and you've got drive, and
Mm-hmm.
when things are going for you, you just want to keep it going. Well, that's not how it always goes. So the new batsman is Nkosi Scintillere, and the batsman did cross while the ball was airborne. Here is Devon Smith will be facing up to Casimir Thomas, who just made the breakthrough, started and stopped and goes back. Here is Thomas in now to bowl to Devon Smith, who is off the back foot and pulls that ball down to long on. Will get a comfortable single. Yeah, so he's gone out to 29. Nkosi Scintillere, who's yet to score, comes into strike 63 for 3. 63 for 3. So Scintillare's just taking a middle stump guard. Here is Casimir Thomas in now and bowls, and Scintillere gets a wide delivery outside the off stump. Confirmed that it was too wide, says the umpire. And one more to the total, which has now gone to 64 for 3. Here is once more Casimir Thomas in now, and he bowls, and it's another wide delivery. Yes, it was. You heard it through the stump mic there by the umpire's wide ball, and then use his anatomy, his hand spread to confirm his verbal explanation. Delivery that is turned up to mid wicket, gets an easy single as T10 comes off the boundary. So one more to the total. One more. Well, Scintillere has just gotten off the mark, but one more to the total. It's gone to all the sixes now. 66 for 3, and it brings the left-handed Devon Smith, who's really batted quite resplendently, brings him into strike. He's on 29. So here once more is Devon Smith facing up to Casimir down the leg side. Ill directed by Casimir Thomas. Good take down the leg side there by the keeper. Just running across, skipping across to his left and collecting. One more to the total is now 67 for 3. Delivery that is swept down to fine leg but can't score. The fielder position there is Kelton Kadu. No runs, still 67 for 3. Casimir Thomas again to bowl to Devon Smith, who is turning that up on the onside, gets a comfortable single, and he has gone by 1 now to 30, and the total has gone to 30 to 68 for 3, brings the right-handed Nkosi Scintillere into strike. He's on 1, 68 for 3, as Casimir Thomas moves in to bowl to Scintillere, who is lifting that straight over the long on fielder's head. 6 runs. That was a full toss and got the treatment he deserved. And I still think that even at my age, if I got that, I was able to do the same with it. Lifted it nicely, sweetly over long on, and that went for 6.
Lovely shot by Scintillere. A full delivery. Just disposing that one over the long on boundary, over the head of the captain down there, picking up 6 runs. Another expensive over by Thomas, although picking up the wicket of Dennis Smith, but still in the context of this game, a quite expensive over.
Yeah, and one of the reasons for that is that there were 3 wides in the over, all applied to his name, going against his account. So it's 74 for 3, 6 overs gone, and it will be Cyprian Forsyth. I don't think we've seen Forsyth bowl for the tournament so far, has he? Can't remember him bowling for the tournament. Maybe he did, but it's just that I can't remember. Now, don't forget, I don't have the best memory in the world, but Cyprian Forsyth will be moving in, and he'll be bowling to Devon Smith. Well, there are some bowlers that you don't think will do anything special. Ask Desmond Maloney and he will tell you. But he picked up 4 today. Yeah, 4 wickets for 5 runs. What a thing. Shall we see something rather close to that on the part of Cyprian Forsyth? Well, we don't know. He's one of our local commentators there, I must say. Young blood, and he's been learning and doing very well. Moves in to bowl to Devon Smith, Devon Smith is driving a ball up to Bishop, who's there, stationed at long on. He's in the correct position is Bishop down at long on, meaning that he's tall and gets up to around 6 feet thereabouts. So if the ball comes high, he should be able to stretch his 6 foot frame up there and pluck it out of the air. Besides that, you know that he is a pretty decent wicket keeper behind the stump. So it's not bad. Not bad. It's good to have somebody with those sort of skill on your team. 75 for three. St. Hilaire comes in to strike. He's on one. Devon Smith is 31. Here's Forsyth. Moves in now to bowl to St. Hilaire, who is driving the ball up to the sweeper position. They've hustled for one. They thought about the second, then quite rightly decided against it because the return came in very quickly, right over the top of the stumps. And if they'd gone for it, I'm telling you that St. Hilaire would have been stranded. So, one more to his total. He's gone to 8. Smith, who's 31, comes into strike. 76 for 3 as Forsyth ambles in. He's there now and bowls to Smith, who's off the back foot and tugs the ball down to mid wicket. They won't come back for the second run. Just the one for him, Devon Smith. He's now gone by 1 to 32. It's 77 for 3. Brings back Nick Cozy St. Hilaire into strike. 77 for 3 as he moves in once more. He's there now and bowls Forsyth. Lives that high and hard. Shall it go over the boundary line? Yes, it shall. It goes 6 runs. It was really high in the air, and it looked for a little moment as though the long off and long on fielders were into play, but they both looked and realized no, it's going to go over our head. And it went for 6. So that was a huge hit there by St. Hilaire, who's gone to 14, and the total has gone to 83 for 3. Big hit. So we've seen some biggies so far. Here's Cyprian Forsyth in again to bowl to St. Hilaire, who is coming forward, gets a good delivery. Good comeback there by Forsyth. Ball is pushed out on the onside, and no run resulting. So he's gone to 14. Is Nick Cozy. Is it Nick Cozy? What do you think might be the origin of that? Is there an African touch about it? I think so. Here he is now, moves in, Forsyth bowls to St. Hilaire, and he plays the ball just behind square on the leg side. They will come back for the second run as it was overthrown and backed up there in the outfield there by Imran Joseph. They got 2. So that completes the over. There's 7 gone, 85 for 3, 85 for 3. You know, John, usually names, you can hear the name of somebody and have a fair idea as to what era they were born.
Yeah.
Yes, because these days they're the names of children. You have Michaela, and back in our days we didn't have no Michaelas.
Yeah, it was just a simple
Like John.
John, and
That's right.
Andrew, and
Andrew,
Paul.
Paul.
You know what happened? Stevenson is a lot of children have been named after both parents. So you find a combination of a first half of a first name.
That's true.
And the second of the of the other parent. So it forms
That is true.
yeah.
I can tell you in the case of my son, that's how his name came. He's the only person that has that name in the world. Would you believe that? So I've got a record standing.
You got a record.
Yeah,
You got this one right, Stevenson.
His name is Steve Linson.
Steve Linson.
Steve Linson.
Wow.
And absolutely nobody else in the world has that name, that's for sure. I've done all sorts of search and nobody else has.
Yeah. You got that one right,
Got
Stevenson.
that right, didn't I? Here is Duran Noel in the balls to spin outside the off stump. That was close to being called a wide. Left alone by Devon Smith. No, 83 for 3. 85 for 3, sorry. Noel once more comes in to bowl to Devon Smith, who is getting one outside. This time, the umpire says, no, that's too wide. Confirmed. So one more to the total has gone to 86 now for 3. Noel in to bowl to Devon Smith, who is pulling down to mid wicket. No, they've gone for 1. Won't come back for the second. The return brings the the bowler forward by about 10 yards, intercepts it, and the batsman crossed for one. So one more to Devon Smith, who's gone to 33, might be thinking about, hey, I may be able to get a half century here. And Bayleaf Blasters, they've blasted away now to 87 for 3. The right-handed Nikosi Sinclair now comes into strike. He's on 16. Here once more is Jaron Noel, and he's going to move in to bowl to Nikosi Sinclair. He's just about there now and bowls, and Nikosi's hitting that in the air, but the catch be taken, yes. Simple catch, down on the sweeper position. He was looking to clear the boundary, no question about that, and maybe didn't cue it as well as he would have liked, and hit it down. It was flat and traveling. So there goes Nikosi Sinclair. They're cut down on the extra cover boundary. While he may say that he played his role okay, Imran Joseph was down there waiting for the catch. He has gone for 16, I make it, and the total has gone to 87 for 4.
Yeah, Sentinel really going after this delivery. And I don't think you could really blame him,
No.
Stevenson, with 84 runs, 87 runs for 4 wickets. Just heading into over number 8, and you think that he would probably want his team to go well past the 110, 120 mark. So a good effort there by Sentinel.
Yeah, so we still got 3.3 overs remaining, and I don't think they'll want to get less than 30 in those 3.3 overs. I doubt that very much. Less than 30, with the start that they've got there, and they're scoring at 11.60, 87 for 4. They must be having 110 somewhere in the back of their mind. So out goes Saint Hilaire, in comes Devani Smith. Another Smith combination in there.
Any relation?
I
Not sure.
don't know. I'm not sure, really. Here is a delivery that is outside the off stump. Down the track is Devon Smith. Used his feet, got it out to extra cover. But they say in our country, small islands like these, that everybody's related. They call them pumpkin vine relations. Yes.
Wow.
Here he is once more in and bows to Devon Smith. And that's a no ball signaled by the umpire. That one went way outside the pitch area, so it's going to be a free hit. I think this might be the second or third time we've seen this in the tournament so far. Here he comes in now and bowls to Smith. Well, he doesn't bowl. He just aborted the run-up. And may have just won Devon Smith. Be careful, I'm going to mancad you. Here he comes in now, bowls to Devon Smith. Devon Smith is lifting that down to the deep mid-off position, and they go through for a single. Might be a bit disappointed with that he didn't clear the fielder down there. That's HN down at the deep long off boundary. But he got a single, however. He's gotten to 34. Devon Smith now comes into strike. 89 for 4. As here is once more Noel in and bowls to Devon Smith, who is looking to drive that outside the off stump. Doesn't make contact. And the keeper taking behind the stumps. Total remains on 89 for 4. Well, the over has come to an end. So 8 overs gone, 89 for 4. You've got 2 overs remaining. And I'm sure the Bayleaf Blasters, as I said earlier on, would probably want to get up to that 110 mark. So what we usually do at this stage in the innings, when there are just about 2 overs to go, the commentator will tend to give their own scores as to where they think that at the end of the 10 overs where the batting team would be. So let's go across to John.
110.
110. And my score would be 105. So
you're going below me today.
yes, I'm going below.
So you don't trust your judgment. You don't trust your cricketing judgment.
Well,
oh my word, Stevenson.
Well, let's see who's gonna come out on the top today. So you're 110. I am saying 105. I know it's a rather risky thing with 2 overs to go. I really shouldn't be saying 105, but I'm going to take the risk today. Devon Smith is there on 34. Yes, it's very risky for me to be saying 105. Maybe I just live to regret that one. So here now is Imran Joseph, who took the catch a little earlier on there. He is going to get ready to bowl to Devon Smith. I hope I'm not going to be on the losing side this time. And he's rather meticulous about his field placing, making sure that everyone is there exactly where he wants them to be. So here is Joseph, moves in to bowl to Smith. He's there, bowls to Devon Smith, who is lifting that, looking to hit that down. Catch taken,
No.
drop, no, drop. They will come back for the second. Well, Devon Smith was looking to heave that over the mid wicket area, and it's spliced off the edge, went down to third man, and the fielder coming in there, oh, he it really should have taken the catch. He waited for it to drop too close to the ground before taking it. He should have tried to get a little closer to it, in the end having to stretch. So Devon Smith lives to fight another day, 91 for 4. No doubt Imran Joseph wouldn't be very happy with that at all. Moves in now to bowl to Smith. And Smith gets away with delivery outside the arm stump. That doesn't help my total of 105 at all. Wide signal by the umpire. It's now 92 for 4. Oh, that was really wide though.
Yes, a wayward delivery there
Really.
by Joseph.
What a thing. So 91 for 4. In in afterthought, I think I made a little mistake here. Joseph moves in now to bowl to Devon Smith, who tugs the ball up to.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh! I think it's going to go close to the boundary. It's going to be held up just inside. Yes, it does. And they come back for what would be the second run. But it was a bad miss there at mid on by the fielder there at mid on. It really was a bad miss there. That's Ned, it is, who really made a meal of that and had to be cleaned up. In the meantime, the batsman did cross for 2. So he's gone now to 94. 94 for 4. And we're in over number 9. I'm sure that Imran Jones will be very, very upset about that. Leaves once more in and bowls to Smith. Smith is pulling that. That's going over the mid-wicket area. That's gone for 6. That's a huge hit. 6 more. Well, he is now pushed on to 44, Devon Smith. 44. The 100 has been posted for 4. And even the 110 that John spoke about might be challenged and might be eclipsed too.
Yeah,
Exactly 100 for 4.
I think they will eclipse 105 before 110. But an excellent shot by by Devon Smith with Stevenson. This one, Joseph, digging in short, and Smith really helping himself to 6.
Really did. Joseph now is in now and bowls to Smith, and Smith is coming forward and drives the ball through the. Oh, lovely shot. Oh, lovely shot. That was a beautiful shot. You know what? Ned was standing there at a mid on outside the circle, and he hit that ball with such power that Ned just did not have a chance. Now, look how close, just about 10 yards to his left. And from the moment it hit the bat, there was 4 written all over it. And Ned said, there's no way I'm going to throw myself at that. Ned will be dead. And it went over the boundary line for 4. So it's 104 now. And my meager bad estimation of 105 would be eclipsed just now. 8.4 overs. As here is Joseph. This time from round the wicket. He's there and bowls to Smith. Smith has a big swish as that one doesn't. Yes, he does make contact, takes an edge, caught behind. Well, had a big hit, and Smith just goes and taps him on his back as if to say, well, yes, Imran Joseph, you got me out. Caught behind of the bowling of Joseph. He's gone for 48. It's 104 for 5, 104 for 5. But as he goes back, John, I'm sure you would admit that it was an absolutely marvelous innings.
Yes, Stevenson, a magnificent innings by Devon Smith coming to an end. Some 48 runs of only 29 deliveries. He played a very aggressive and entertaining innings. 104 for 5. Still got some 7 deliveries left. Bayleaf Blasters looking to go well past the 110, 115 mark.
Right, so Caden Felix has come in to join uh, Devonnie Smith. Both are yet to score, and Imran Joseph, he has picked up the prize wicket of Devon Smith. So he's got 2 for 22, 2 for 23, beg your pardon. Moves in now, bowls, and that ball is in the air. The catch taken by the keeper. So short delivery, well directed, and Felix did not get inside the line as he was looking to hook. The ball took the outer edge, went to the right of the keeper, running back, took the catch, and so he's picked up 2 in 2, and well, I think that might well have been the end of his over. Yeah, it was the end, so he's not going to get a hat trick. Oh my God, he wouldn't get a hat trick at all. So he goes back, caught Alexander without scoring. That's Caden Felix. 104 for 6, 104 for 6, and they just seem to be tapering away here a little. 9 overs gone, 1 over to go. My score of 105, obviously, that is going to be all wrong in the books. And well, John's score, which is 110, is still 6 runs. Oh, he might just, he might just be right. Oh my golly. Well, is the final over coming up as Sherman Lewis comes out there to join Devonnie Smith as the last over. I think they'll be a little bit disappointed. They probably might have wanted to get up with the start that they had. Well, the middle overs they were going so very well, maybe 115, 120. I don't think they're going to get all there. The first thing they'll want to eclipse is the 105 that Stephen Suwom declared, and then the 110 that John said. They might just go over both of them. So Sherman Lewis, who is a very tall man, he's a 6-footer. He's going to be facing up to Cyprian Forsyth. This time he's coming from the far end, in and bows to Lewis, who hits the ball down to mid-off and gets his first run. So he's off the mark. He's gone to 1. It's 105, exactly as I predicted. I don't think there'll be 5 dot balls from here. I doubt it very much. Brings now Devonnie Smith into strike. He's yet to score. 105 for 6. Last batsman to go was Caden Felix. Was caught Ricky Alexander, the keeper of the bowling of Imran Joseph, went without scoring. He comes in Forsyth bowls and he hits that over the backward point area. It's going to go into the boundary now. Yes, 4 runs. 4 runs outside the off stump, and he flashed at it, and the ball rushed off the flashing blade down to the boundary for 4. So Devonnie Smith has gone to 4, and the total has gone to 109. 109 for 6, as they will be really firing away at everything here from Cyprian Forsyth, who comes in once more. He's there and bowls, advancing down the pitch, and somebody's going to be run out. No, well, just managed to get back there. Sherman Lewis was interested in the single, and Devonnie Smith had no interest whatsoever, and he just campered back down. That's Sherman Lewis. He's come up and maybe having just a quick word. Yes, he's just had a quick word there with his partner in Devonnie Smith, as is Forsyth once more. Coming in now and bowls to Devonnie Smith, who is looking to pull that over the mid wicket area. That's gone a long way. That's gone for 6. It was a short delivery, badly bowled, and he rocked on the back foot and lifted over the mid wicket area. 6 runs there to Devonnie Smith. He is quickly gone on to 10. It's 115 now for 6, and so the prediction by both Your Honor, yours truly rather, and John is gone crashing out the door. Here is Cyprian Forsyth coming in once more with his 5th delivery. He's there now and bowls to Devonnie Smith, who hits the ball back past the bowler. They should get 2 here. They've gone for 1. We'll come back for the second. The return comes into the non-striker's end, and they get 2. So Devonnie Smith has moved on by 2. He's gone to 12, and the total has gone to 117 now for 6. So this is should be the last delivery coming up. Here is Cyprian Forsyth in. Bolster Smith. Smith is looking to hit that across the line. There's an appeal for leg before, not given out by the umpire. They go through for what would be a leg by to. No, he got a nick onto it. We didn't see the umpire signal, so he got a nick onto that one. So that completes the over and completes the inning. Bayleaf Blasters 117, which is a pretty good score that. 117 for 6. Devonnie Smith not out on 12. Sherman Lewis not out on 1. And that little last partnership of 13, they have ensured that the current run rate go up to 11.80. So in the end, I think Bayleaf Blasters, John, they've put on a good show here.
Yeah, Bayleaf Blasters 117, 118 actually for 6. A good effort. Devon Smith, Dennis Smith, both of them played very, very good hands, and also the remainder of the batsmen from the Bayleaf Blasters. I think they'll be quite happy with the score. Maybe they wanted a little bit more, but 118 is definitely a challenge in total.
Very challenging total. They got a score at 11.80. And, well, let's see whether indeed Clove Challengers would be able to challenge that. So let's go through the scorecard very quickly. Robinson leg before to Ned for 9. Kareem Hodge cut Bishop Bowl. Imran Joseph, he went without scoring. Alexander, that's Devon Smith was cut. Ricky Alexander Dolan of Imran Joseph for 48. Dennis Smith was cut 18. Bowl Thomas for 22. Nicosi Saint-Hilaire cut Joseph Bowl and Gerard Noel for 16. Devonnie Smith not out 12. Nice little innings. Caden Felix was cut Alexander of the bowling of Imran Joseph and went without scoring. Sherman Lewis is not out 1. The bowling in the bowling department, well, Imran Joseph 3 for 23 of 2. 1 for 21 of 2 went to Darren Ned. Jaron Noel had 1 for 18 of 2. Ronald Etienne, none for 19 of 1, rather expensive. Casimir Thomas, 1 for 12 of 1. And Cyprian Forsyth, who bowled 2 overs, he didn't pick up a wicket for 24. So that's the bowling analysis there for the Clove Challengers. Of course, when they go into bat, they'll have to go after a victory target of 119 because Blasters scored 118 for 6. So that's the scorecard for the day's play so far. And this, the particular match so far. And this, as we said, is going to be a pretty challenging total for the Clove Challengers to go after. Not that they've been batting particularly well. And I think Kerry Frank is going to be having one of the players. Might be Dennis Pitt there he's going to be talking with. 118 for 6 Bayleaf Blasters as we make our way down to Kerry Frank.
Thank you very much, Pastor Ram. We have here with us one of the leading bowlers in attack, 3 wickets today for Imran Joseph. Among the wickets must feel good.
Yeah, it was already great.
Come on, Imran, we're on live there. 3 wickets. Joseph, how did it feel?
It was really a nice feeling for me because it's been a while now. I didn't really come up with the wickets. I was bowling, but today I decided I had to come up for my team because we need that win today.
An important win for you guys at the bottom of the table now, but it's not really out for you guys. How was it motivating the guys to come out against this one?
Well, we was coming out with a positive mind. I wanted to restrict them underneath 100, and so hard luck we didn't get it, but we try our best to get them under 120 as.
Coming up against a very good batting lineup, got Kareem Hodge out in the first over. Must be a big one for you.
Yeah, it was. It's been a while now. I wanted that wicket, and today I got it. So I guess the battle settled now.
All right, 119 for victory. What are your thoughts on chasing down that the Clove Challengers?
Well, to be honest, knowing the batsman that we have, the Clove team have, I think that is a comfortable score for with the chase.
All right, well, Imran, all the best to you and the Clove Challengers for this matchup.
All right, thank you, brother.
All right, Pastor Wam, that was Imran Joseph of the Clove Challengers.
Well, I'm sure you folk would be hearing about John Eugene and I
What
It's
a,
a bit of a
what,
giggle.
brilliant interview. Brilliant. Absolutely. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it.
Well, we were wondering whether there was some sort of some not grudge, but some sort of needling between the two players, and that's Imran Joseph and Hodge. And I think there's some indication there in the interview that they had some of the field banter, and in the end, well, he won it, I would think. So that's the situation. Bayleaf Blasters 118 for 6. It means that Clove Challengers would need to get 119 for victory. This is the innings break. When we come back, then the Clove Challengers, they will be challenging the Bayleaf Blasters total.
The final weekend in the Dream 11 Spicer T10 2.0 cricket tournament fast approaches. And Grenada, it's time to fill the stands. This Saturday 16th and Sunday 17th April, it's the T10 playoffs. The top 4 teams will look to book their place in the grand final on Monday 18th April. Game times 11:45 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Saturday and Sunday matches $5 EC. The grand final Monday the 18th $10. Bring the drums, count shell, coolers. It's the biggest stadium line and catch all the action on this station. The Dream 11 Spicer T10 2.0 cricket tournament. Love the game.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Energy. The world runs on it every day.
Good morning. Welcome to Seoul.
Hi.
Hi.
And when we put the best of the Caribbean together with the energy we harness, everything runs so much smoother. Because at the end of the day, it's all about connecting people.
Happy birthday, Dad.
So, wherever your journey begins.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today.
I too have felt the impact of this pandemic and miss the days of being able to socialize with the freedom we once had. But it is in these times that we must come together to fight as one people through getting vaccinated and doing what's right. I am Aruna Neptune and I am fully vaccinated. Play your part. Keep yourselves, your loved ones, and your community protected. Spice Mass, here we come. It's our time again.
Deeply rooted in our rich ancestral traditions. Spice Mass, the return, a celebration of life.
Welcome to Spice Mass 2022. Reviving the spirit of our ancestors through our traditional mass. Jab, the unique celebration of freedom, drenched in black. Feel the power. The rejuvenating sound of pan. A display of colors in fancy mass. And the rebirth of calypso and soca music.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today.
Have you ever seen a jab cooking oil down and Tanya log in the same pot? Neither have we until now. But we guarantee there is a whole lot more amazing things to see on your next trip to Grenada. And if you encourage someone to book an adventure to our island paradise, then you can be one of the winners of special prizes compliments the 473 Connect program by the Grenada Tourism Authority.
So Clove challengers, of course, chasing down the victory target, which should be 118 first delivery outside the off stump. Well, so will they be able to chase down what is turn out to be a big score? We'll have to wait and see. Oh, he's balled him! Oh well, what a drama! Second ball in the over, and just maybe as similarly as Hodge had gone in the first innings, there the Clove challengers in fact losing their first wicket with Alexander completely beaten them both. I'm sure that Kavim himself will be very happy when considering what happened to him in the first innings. And of course, Bishop just looked on with hand on hip at the non-strikers end. So Clove challengers without a run on the board. They've lost their first wicket with Alexander there bowled by Kavim Hodge without scoring.
Alexander looking to hit this one back over the head of Kavim Hodge. And this ball tiller in, hitting the top of middle. Kavim Hodge picking up the first wicket.
Well. Didn't think that there'll be such drama already to start the innings, but the drama is here. So Darren Ned comes out. He's going to be joining Teddy Bishop, and it will be Kavim Hodge who is going to bowl to Ned. No runs on the board. One wicket has already fallen. Here is Hodge now in to bowl to Ned, and Ned is hitting that towards the wideish mid-off area, scrambling tackle there, but does not succeed in cutting it off. That was a fine shot, hit through extra cover. So 4 runs there to Ned, takes his total to off the mark. He's gone to 4, And that was a sweetly timed shot.
Yeah, lovely shot by Ned through extra cover. The fielder, I think, could have made a better effort in saving this boundary.
Well, he certainly didn't cut it off, much to his captain's disgust, maybe. Here's a delivery that is hit down to backward point. Single. So, one more to Ned, who's now gone on to 5. So he's busy already. Total gone to 5 for 1. Teddy Bishop now comes in to strike. Hodge in now to bowl to Bishop. Bishop is getting a delivery right up in the block hole. Well bowled. And he had to come down very heavily on it. Don't forget, he's a tall man, is Bishop. So he had to come down a long way on it. Just managed to push it out. Hodge is in, bowls to Bishop. Bishop gets one that is flat and fast that he pushes out and on the onside as Hodge moving across very quickly to his right. So completes a very good over. The end of his first, that's Kareem Hodge, picked up an important wicket. That's Ricky Alexander, who he had comprehensively bowled without scoring, and Clove challengers their 6 for 1.
A good over there by Hodge. Just some 6 runs coming from this over, but picking up the important wicket of Alexander.
Yes. So immediately the Clove challengers under pressure. So they'll have to dig themselves out of this, and they've got to do so wisely. Can't afford to allow panic to step in because a wicket has fallen. No. It is always important to maintain your composure. The more composed you are in doing anything is the more successful you would be. Never ever push the panic button. Hope that they're not doing that today. Bishop, who has known these situations before, so should be able to handle it rather well. He's got a third man in, backward point, cover square, conventional cover the mid-off. There's this nice gap between the mid-off, the extra cover and the bowler, but there's a long off there. Here is Pascal that is pulled down to the mid-wicket area, and the batsman will cross for 1. Short delivery, caught inside the line and pulled it down to mid-on, got a single. So Bishop is now gone to 2, and Ned, who is 5, comes in to strike. Is 7 for the loss of 1. So Ned takes strike, and Pascal, who's had a pretty good tournament so far. Don't think he's coming off a long run. Sort of shortened approach. He's in now to bowl to Ned, and Ned is getting a short rising delivery that I thought he handled very well. Just opened the face of the bat and glided the ball down neatly down to third man. Meanwhile, the batsman crossed for 1. So 1 more to the total, which has now gone on to 7, as Sherman Lewis, having to come off the boundary at third man, brings Bishop, who is now on 2, into strike. Pascal goes back, turns from the top of his mark, and begins to move in to bowl to Bishop, who to this delivery is hitting the ball hard into the ground. Will get a single. Good call there by Ned, who saw the opportunity. The fielders there just on the border of the circle, and felt that there was sufficient time because the ball was not firmly struck. And 1 more to Bishop, who's now gone to 3. It's now 9 for 1. As he turns again once more from the top of his mark is Pascal, getting ready to bowl to Darren Ned. Here he is. Did turned and started and stopped and turned and starts again. He's there now and bowls, and he turns that nicely through mid-wicket. That's a fine shot. That's a beautiful shot for 4. The timing is what really impressed me. It was so sweet. Onto the leg stump, and he came forward and whipped it nicely. Beautiful shot. Gee whiz, he hit that like Lawrence Rowe, and it went nicely over the turf 4 runs to a well played shot. He's gone into double figures. He's gone to 10. He's 13 for 1. Ned taps away at the crease. Here is Pascal in, bowls, and he tugs that ball up to long on, up to mid on rather. I don't think he'd be very happy with it. You could just see him expressing physical disgust there, as if to say that he should have pulled that through mid wicket. Maybe the ball hustled onto him much quicker than anticipated. 13 for 1. Here once more is Pascal in and bowls to Ned. Ned is advancing down the track, and the bowler saw him coming and had to rush back as the fielder came in from backward point. So he advanced down the track. Well bowled there by Pascal to complete the over. 13 for 1. The required run rate is 13.25. The current run rate is 6.50. And they need 106 from 48.
A very good over by Pascal. Just some 7 runs, keeping it very tight. Clove challenges. Just 13 after 2 overs. Really haven't taken off. The innings haven't taken off as much as I think Clove challengers would have liked.
No, certainly not. They're a bit behind on the required run rate, so they've got to be careful about that. Can't afford to let it get out of hand. Yes, it's early days, but you still have to look for the boundaries. It's important. Kareem Hodge will be bowling his second over. 1 for 6 so far. In, bowls, and that's a lovely delivery, Yorker-like. And the tall man, Bishop, had to come down heavily on it and pushed it out on the offside. Well bowled. It's the second time we've seen him done that in his spell so far. Moves in again to bowl to Bishop is Hodge. And he's looking to swing that out on the onside. They go to for the single. There is an appeal for run out, not out, says the umpire. Little scrambling effort there from square leg by the fielder there. Meanwhile, the batsmen saw the opportunity for the run. They called each other through. Ned had to scamper. He really scurried down the track. It was easier going for a Bishop because the throw was not going in his end. It was going towards the keeper's end. And they, however, got the single. So Bishop has gone to 4. Ned, who is 10, comes in to strike. Well bowled by Hodge. In, bowls, and Ned gets a short delivery that he hits through the cover area down to the boundary for 4. Well, there must be a bit of a disappointment with that because it was airborne, and one wonders whether that may have been catchable. Let's look at it. And there was a gallant effort, admittedly. The ball went down to the boundary for 4. So 4 more runs to Ned, who's gone to 14, is 18 for 1. Here again is Ned facing up to Hodge, who bowled a short one, that last one there. Moves in, wrong the wicket, left arm orthodox. He's in and bowls to Ned. Ned is coming forward, driving well, fine shot, 4 runs. Well, he really should not have earned 4 for that one, I must admit. I'm not taking away anything, John, from the drive. I'm really not taking away anything. It was beautifully driven. But the mid-off fielder, I think, really should have cut that off, and it went down to the boundary for 4.
A lovely shot by Ned. Kavim Howe just over pitching, and Ned driving this one swiftly. And again, the fielder at mid-off could have made a much better effort.
That's right. Caden Felix should have done better. Here once more is Hodge. Moves in to bowl to Ned. And Ned is off the back foot and hits the ball down behind square. Is going out towards the boundary. Diving stop effort there by the fielder who pursued it in a rather cat-like manner but wasn't able to cut that off. 4 runs. That's not where he intended it to go. He obviously wanted to hit it maybe around backward point, but it peeled off the flashing blade down to the third man area for 4. He's quickly gone to 22 is Darren Ned, and the total has moved on to 26 for 1. Well, he's motoring on. He is getting a little bit of luck here and there. He's going to snatch them whenever he can. Here he is again in balls. And very good delivery there by Hodge, one that maybe just sort of comes in with the arm. pushed out on the offside. The over comes to an end. 3 overs gone. The current run rate is 8.67. 26 for 1. 26 for 1 with Darren Ned. Not out 22. Teddy Bishop not really motoring on. He's on 4. And Kaveem Hodge 2 overs and has picked up 1 for 19 as he completes his spell.
A rather expensive over there by Kaveem Hodge. Some 13 runs coming off this over. Ned batting excellently. And I think throughout the tournament, Stevenson, Ned has shown that he's quite capable and he hits the ball cleanly. There's no slug in there. He hits the ball in good areas. And, he has been quite an efficient batsman for the Clove Challengers throughout the season.
Absolutely. He really has. Kudos to him. He's done a pretty good job. And his job is not completed today, mind you. Still got a job in hand that he needs to get done. And you've got to finish and finish well, how important that is. So, Sherman Lewis, I think he's the tallest cricketer on the field there right now. He's going to prepare to bowl to Teddy Bishop. Is he taller than Teddy Bishop, you think? Or verging around the same?
Yeah,
thing?
about the
same thing.
About the same.
Well, of course, Teddy Bishop is much slimmer than he is. Here is Lewis moving in now to bowl to Bishop. Bishop is getting a short delivery. He's right on top of that one and cut that one fine. That's a fine shot, really. I love the way that he went up on his toes. Now, don't forget, he's a tall man, and he was able to get up on his toes and cut that. Well, he uppercut it. Didn't look to get on top of it per se. And just helped it on its way, and it went just about to 1 bounce into the boundary for 4.
No.
This went for 6, did it?
For 6.
Yes, it
for
just
6.
got over 6. I beg your pardon. Again, John has always been up here. He's my second eyes. Here he is coming in once more. Is Lewis there and bowls to Teddy Bishop, who comes forward, and the return comes in very quickly, backed up there in the outfield, and they scamper for a single. It was a close one because Kaveem Hodge was coming in very quickly from backward point, and he's naturally fast over the turf, but wasn't able to complete the run out. They got one. Would have been a very close call there. So Ned, who is 22, comes in to strike. Bishop is 11, 33 for 1. As Lewis turns from the top of his mark, from the distance, he's just outside the circle that. And he begins to move in with the number 83 jockeying merrily on his back. He sneaks past the umpire now and bowls outside the off stump and just hits the ball down to third man. Will get a comfortable single. Thought about the second one and in the end decided against it. So Ned has gone to 23. The total has gone to 34 for 1. Brings Bishop, who's 11, back into strike. 85 required from 39. That's a huge undertaking. We won't go after any sort of figures yet or prediction. It's still early. We're going to get up to around the 8th over. Here is once more Lewis in now and bowls to Bishop. Bishop is hitting that over the mid-wicket area. That may not go into the boundary. No, it doesn't. 2 fielders are colliding, in fact. They had a little bit of tussle there. And meanwhile, the batsman came back for the second round. It seemed like both of them were determined to get a hand on the ball. So 2 more to Bishop. He's 13. 9 deliveries he's faced. 36 for 1. So they've got to think about getting at least 2 boundaries per over now if they're gonna run into any measure of safety chasing this total. As Lewis once more moves in to bowl to Teddy Bishop. He's there and bowls, and Bishop is hitting that over the third man area, and it's going to go over the boundary line for 4. Well, little bad miss down there. Is that Ramnat? Oh, no. We'll just have to wait and see who the fielder is down there. But he really made a meal of it. He really made a meal. Let's look at that. He did, to be fair with him, did slide a bit, and the ball bounced on him and then bounced over. So Ramnat had luck, but 4 runs to Teddy Bishop. Wouldn't mind how they come. So this is a bit expensive here. Lewis is none for 14 so far. Moves in now to bowl to Bishop, and Bishop is driving that out to the long off position. Will get a comfortable single. So he is gone by 1 to 18 Bishop, and the total is gone to 41 for 1. 4 overs gone. After the power play, the Blasters were, I think there were 40 thereabout. So about even Steven. But don't forget, the next 6, they really were blasting all over the place.
A good power play by the Clove Challengers, some 41 runs of 4 overs. Sherman Lewis coming in a bit expensive, an expensive over, 15 runs in this over. But we saw some, really casual fielding, especially from the fielder not on the boundary and on the fielder at mid-off. So the Bayleaf Blasters not really helping the cause in the field so far, Stevenson.
No, they really haven't. They'll have to redeem themselves. They've got to be careful. You make some silly mistakes, and they can certainly hurt you. And I know they don't want to be hurt. Well, here is now it's going to be Rogers, I think. Yes, he's going to move in now to bowl to Teddy Bishop. Bishop is slog sweeping that one down to mid-wicket. They've hustled for 1. They won't come back for the second. The field is a bit relaxed now. Don't forget, we're out of the power play, so the fielders would be spread on the boundary line. So what usually would be 4 in the power play, now you've got fielders to cut them off. So Bishop has gone to 19. 42 for 1. As Richard Rogers moves in. Yes, there is Dennis Smith just geeing everybody up. Moves in now to bowl to Darren Ned, who is coming forward and driving the ball straight. Fine shot 4. No question about that. What a wonderful shot that. Didn't try to hit it through mid-on or through mid-off. Either way, maybe the fielder might have been able to cut that off, but he hit it straight. And Nilan Pascal, who usually is a fine fielder, didn't have the remotest of chance to pull that back or to cut it off rather. Lovely shot by Darren Ed. He's certainly striking the ball well. He's gone to 27. It's 46 for 1.
A lovely shot by Ned. Ned again continue to bat and bat sensible, but positive. Is really a fine player, Stevenson, and a player definitely we could probably look at, in the future.
Yes.
So work on his game, improve his technique, and improve his fitness, and he could well serve Winwood's cricket.
Sure, right. Rogers bowls to Ned. Ned comes forward, drives through extra cover 4. Oh, lovely again. Well, that was pitched up, and he came forward, and this time he opened the face of the bat slightly, didn't try to hit it straight, didn't overhit it either, and it raced across the extra cover area, and even though Pascal was on the boundary, he went to collect the ball just for academic interest. The 50 has been posted. Roger bowls to Ned, who drives the ball down to long off. Pascal comes off the boundary. That's the 3rd time in the over he's had to go after the ball. So 1 more to Ned, who's gone to 19. Sorry, to 32. Bishop, who's 19, comes into strike. 51 for 1. Roger is in now and bowls. Teddy Bishop is advancing down the track. Hits the ball for the 4th time. There is Neelan Pascal having to run in. And a little bit to his left. The batsman crossed for 1. Bishop has gone to 20, 52 for 1. Ned, who is 32, now comes into strike. Interesting match we've got here now, as Rogers in now and bowls to Ned. Ned is tugging the ball down to long on. Will get a comfortable single as Kaveem Hodge comes off the boundary. So that completes the over. So some 6 overs gone. That's 5 overs, beg your pardon. 5 overs gone. 53 for 1. So the required run rate is 13.20. and they need to get 66 from 30 balls.
Yes.
Gettable?
Yeah, quite gettable. With Ned at the wicket and
Yes.
Teddy batting sensible. The Clove challengers could overhaul this one, but it will take some smart batting.
Smart batting, and they must get boundaries.
Boundaries. Yeah.
So, good partnership developing here by these two. They have, in fact, put on a 50 partnership. Yeah, well done. And in pretty quick time, too. So, let's see who they're going to bring on from the far end.
Ramnot.
Ramnot. Oh, let's see. Oh, the old warrior is dabbling his hands in the ground. Had a great match first time up. And then he's going to be saying, I'm going to use all my experience and all my skill and guile to see how I can dislodge one of these two or both. Well, here is Ramnath coming in now, and he's going to bowl to Ned. He's there and bowls to Ned, and Ned is hitting that back past the bowler. This is going to be challenged to get into the boundary. It's cut off just down there on the long on area. They come back for the second run. That was hit straight as a pipeline. Well hit too. And it rushed back past the bowler very quickly. Cut off down there long on. So 2 more runs there to Ned, who is really motoring on. He's gone to 35. He's really batted well so far. 55 for 1 as Ramnath. Whether he's going to produce a little bit of magic here. Moves in now and bowls to Ned. Ned gets one outside the yard stump. Peels off the edge. Going down to the third man area. Will it go all the way? Yes, it does. Despairing dive, really down there. He made a gallant effort. That was a Doobie set, I think it is. Really made a gallant effort to see whether he could pull it off. Wasn't able to do that. The ball went over the boundary line. 4 more to Ned, who has now gone on to 39 very quickly. And his 39 has come off only 17 deliveries. He's hit 8 fours in the process. 8 fours are 32. That's a high percentage of boundaries. As it's going to be once more, Alvin Ramnath moves in, bowls, and looking to hit that over long on, misses everything. And the keeper in Dennis Smith collects behind the stumps, a dot ball, 59 for 1. So the required run rate still up there in the 13.33, 60 from 27 needed, as Ramnath is in, bowls to Ned, and Ned is pulling that over the mid-wicket area. That's a fine shot. That's a huge hit. That's gone for 6. Well, he made up his mind that this one was going to go, and Willow and Leather met each other. They kissed, and it went over the boundary line. That was a fine shot. It was a rank-long hop, and it got the treatment it deserved. 6 runs there to Darren Ned, who's gone to 45, is 65 for 1. Big hit. Oh, that was a biggie.
Definitely a big hit.
Lovely. Lovely. I love this. I love this, Darren. Keep going. Keep going. You certainly will bring the excitement here in the commentary booth and that other way. Just keep going. Here's Ramnath in. Balls to Ned. He's driving at that one outside the off stump. Doesn't make contact. So 12 runs coming off. 24 over the last over and 5 balls. So that's pretty good going, not bad. They require 54 of 25. Here's Ramnath. Moves in now from the far end to bowl to Ned. He's there and bowls, and Ned is hitting that down to long on. A bit of bottom hand into that one. They cross for a single. So he now moves on by 1 to 46. Is 66 for 1, 66 for 1. 6 overs gone, 4 overs remaining. And they still need to score at 13.25 runs per over. In other words, they need 53 from 24.
Ramnath bowling an expensive over. 13 runs coming from this over. And Ned continue to bat well. Ned seems to be in good touch, especially in this innings. He's hitting the ball quite cleanly. And the Clove challenge would probably want Ned to continue and bat out the next 4 overs. And Simonson, if he continue batting like the way he's been batting in this match, a Clove challenge will probably get really close to that total.
Yes, that's true. But this over, I think, has got to be important. They need about 15 in this over. Rogers to Ned. Ned is lifting that down to the mid-wicket area with the catch be taken, no, dropped. Coming in from the deep mid-wicket area, and for a moment it looked as though he would have snared it, but he certainly didn't. And there was a degree of difficulty, I must admit. But when they do get into those hands, you've got to poach them. Here is Rogers. In now, bows to Bishop. That's a delivery down the leg side. Heaved over the mid-wicket area. And that's gone for 6. It was a bad delivery. Maybe he was ruffled from the one before. Maybe upset and pulled it down. And Teddy B went onto the back foot. Lifted it nicely over the deep forward square position. Over the boundary line. It went for 6. That was a huge hit. So Bishop has now gone to 26. It's 73 for 1. Here's Rogers once more. Expensive in now. And bows to Bishop. Bishop is coming forward. And he hits the ball down to long on. Will get a single. Hodge comes off the boundary rather quickly. Fields cleanly. Sends the ball back to the bowler. They cross for 1. So he's gone to 27 now. Bishop as Ned would face up to Rogers. Here's Rogers to Ned, who makes room outside the leg stump, gets back and looking to slap that through the offside, doesn't make contact, and Dennis Smith collects behind the stumps. 74 for 1. They need 45 of 20. Here he is again in Rogers there and bowls, and he is hitting a full toss down to Pascal, who's down at long on there. They get a single. Well, maybe he would want to say it's a good thing that he didn't time it all that well, because if he had timed it much better, he would have gone straight down the throat there of Pascal. Rogers is in now and bowls to Bishop. Bishop is bowled! Bowled! Playing across the line. Looking to heave-ho that one over the mid-wicket area. Played across the line of it. He was comprehensively beaten and bowled, and they're all jubilant. They're going to converge there on Rogers and say, well done, well done. They tap him on his back and congratulate him for the prize wicket of Teddy Bishop, who's been just comprehensively bowled there by Rogers. He's gone for 27. And the challengers, they've lost another wicket. It's 75 for 2. And there is no question as who's going to come out there to replace him. The captain himself, Ronald Etienne.
Yeah, Rogers finally getting the breakthrough for the Bayleaf Blasters, breaking the partnership of 75 between Ned and Teddy Bishop. A good hand played by Teddy, a very important innings, where he built a foundation for his team with Ned.
Yes, so he got 27 out of those 75 runs. Darren Ned's got 48. So Ronald Etienne can come out there and do his heroics, as it would be Ramnath, who will move in now to bowl to Ned. And Ned is swinging that down to the long on area. That's going to go 4. Yes, lovely shot. He launched into a big hit, and that went very flat. Just one bounce over the boundary line. 4 runs there to Ned, who has taken him on. He's come to his 50. What a wonderful innings. 52, 25 balls, just 29 minutes at the crease, 9 fours and a 6. Lovely shot. Clove challenges. 79 for 2. Ooh, this is turning out to be very nice. The run rate is 14, the required run rate. They've got to keep hitting boundaries. It's important. They need at least 3 boundaries in this over if they're going to come into contention. Here he is now, balls outside the off stump, wide signal by the umpire. They're going to take it however they get it. That's the Clove challengers. That was much too wide, as Ramnath once more moves in to bowl to Ned, and Ned is hitting that straight back past the bowler. Now they've hustled for 1. Are they going to come back for the second? No, they won't. Good fielding down there by Pascal, down on the long on boundary. Restricted the batsman from going for the second run. Just a 1 by Ned, who's gone to 53. Ronald Etienne, who's yet to score. Will he just kind of try to get his eyes in, or is he going to try to go big immediately? Let's see. If I were him, I'll just try to see if I can nudge it around and say to Ned, look, you need to take over from here. He moves in now and bowls to A10. A10 makes a big stride across the wicket early. Ramnath saw that and said, no, I don't like what I see. I'm going to go back. Aborted his action. Well done. Ramnath is in again and bowls. And he's swinging. That's going to go. He's going to be caught. Get caught. Caught at third man. Well, what went on there was rather comical because it was outside the off stump and he was looking to heave that over mid wicket. Amikal Dubisset had to run back. The catch was taken just outside the circle there at third man. Meanwhile, the bat flung out of his hand about 20 yards away from him. He just told you what a big hit he was going to go after there. That's the captain himself in A10. So the bat flew out of his hand, the ball flew off the bat, and the catch has been taken. So he goes, Ronald Layton caught there by Dubisset of the bowling of Alvin Ramnath. He went without scoring, is now 81 for 3.
Yeah, a good catch by the batsman, the fielder Dubisset running around, and the batsman Etienne really not contributing to his team today. But with Ned there still at the wicket, the Clove would think that they're still in with an opportunity.
I did say what I would have done. Imran Joseph has come out. I would have just turned it around and said to Ned, come take the strike. Outside the R stump. Over extra cover. That's a fine shot. That's a wonderful shot. That's gone all the way for 6. Believe it or not, he went down on one knee, Ned. Oh, I've not seen him bat like this before. And he struck that, lifted it inside out, over extra cover. See how beautiful this shot is, how effective it was too. And it really soared through the sky and went for 4. Ramnath bowls, and he is driving up to long off. Will get a comfortable single as Lewis picks up the just a 1 to him. He's now gone on to 60, is Darnett, and the total has gone to 88 for 3. 88 for 3. This is the final delivery coming up from Ramnath's spell. Started, stopped, and would get ready to move in to bowl to Imran Joseph, yet to score. Here he is now, bowls to Joseph. Joseph is getting a delivery on the leg stump that he turns, throw forward square. They've gone for 1. Will come back for the second. They won't come back for the third. I doubt that very much because I think Ned will want to take the strike. That was the last delivery of the over. So 8 overs gone, and at the end of it, 90 for 3. They required 29 of 12, and that's where Stevenson Worm and John Eugene come in to do their little prediction. So we probably will have 2 predictions here. 1, who's going to win this?
I think Stevenson. I think I'm going with Bayleaf Blasters.
Okay. Well, this is one time I'm going to agree with you. I think Bayleaf Blasters are going to win. And they are going. How far would Clove challengers get? I'm saying they're going to get to 108.
So you're not going against me today?
No, not going against you. Bayleaf Blasters going to win this, I think. I'm saying 108 is going to be their final total. Well, what are you going at?
Yeah, you got Sherman Lewis and Neelan Pascal to bowl 1 over each.
Yeah, they're 90 for 3.
Yeah, 90 for 3. So.
What are you taking, John? 100 and how much?
12 balls. I would say 20 runs.
110.
110.
Okay, so let's see. Maybe none of us may get this. So Sherman Lewis is going to move in to bowl to Darren Ned, who is 60. What a gem of an innings he has played. Lewis is in now to bowl to Ned, and Ned is getting a wide delivery outside the off stump that he cuts down to the deep extra cover position. They're going to come back for the second. They've got to hurry, and they hurry. They get it quite comfortably too in the end. So 2 more there to Ned, takes his total now to 62. 92 for 3 as Sherman Lewis will go back. We've had a exciting match early on today, and this one mightn't turn out to be as dramatic as the other one, but let's see what would happen here as Lewis turns from the top of his mark, begins to move in now to bowl to Darren Ned with 62, and Ned lifts that one over the fielder there at long off. That's 6 runs, a glorious shot there. Pascal was stretching out his left hand in great desperation, but that ball eluded him by about 1.5 feet, and it went over the boundary line for 6. That was a lovely shot. Yeah, by about 1.5 feet, thereabout. Woo, 6 runs there to Ned. He's gone to 68, 98 for 3. Oh, we've got a match on hand here. 21 required of 10. Lewis goes back, mops his brow, turns from the top of his mark, begins to move in now to bowl to Ned. And Ned is slashing that outside the off stump, gets it down to the mid-off position, or rather straightish extra cover preferably. And the ball traveled much too quickly to the fielder for a single. I think he was a little bit upset with himself. I think if that had gone maybe 3 feet to his left or to his right, might have yielded another boundary. So I think he was just annoyed with himself, Ned, that he hit it straight to the fielder. Here's Lewis in once more to bowl to Ned, and Ned is advancing down the track and clips that through forward square leg. That's going to go very close to the boundary. It goes over the boundary line. He gave him the charge. 4 runs. Well, this is stupendous batting here. He came down the track. I think that Lewis saw him coming down the track and tried to spear it into his pad. Well, he was able to lift that back leg and just squeeze it nicely in front of square. That was a lot of it was a lot of innovation on the part of Ned. He's gone to 72. That's the highest innings of the tournament so far. 72.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We would have to
Yeah.
verify that.
Could well be though. What a wonderful innings. Here once more is Lewis sneaking past the umpire. No, the umpire says that you need to go back. Somebody wasn't ready. I don't know what. I think the bails may have fallen off. So Sherman, don't get angry about that. Nobody to be blamed about that at all. You've got to go and try again. 72 to Ned. Imran Joseph is 2. The partnership is 21, and out of that, of course, you know that was, of course, spearheaded there by Darren Ned. 102 for 3. Lewis goes back. It means that 17 needed from 8 balls. Here is Lewis now in and bowls to Ned. Ned is having a big swish at that outside the off stump. That's a dot ball, almost anticlimactic. The keeper collects behind the stumps. Oh, for the Bayleaf Blasters, that just might have been a bit of a relief of tension. We've not seen many dot balls in the innings. So, this is a final delivery coming up in this over. Ned would want a boundary here. Trust me, he wants a boundary. Wouldn't want to have 17 or of 16 from the final over. Lewis is in now and bowls, and to this delivery, Ned is having a big switch at that one, doesn't make contact, and 2 dot deliveries. I'm sure that Lewis would be very happy about that, and the Nutmeg Warriors would be very happy about that. 102 for 3, 102 for 3. This is the final over coming up, and 17 is needed. Yeah, well, yes, I believe that Bayleaf Blasters are going to win this. I really believe that. So we both are saying the same thing this time. Not very often we predicted the same thing. Yeah, we might just be right about this one. So 102 for 3. And this is, as we said, the final over. It's going to be coming up. Ned is 72. And Joseph is 2. They require 17 from 6. 17 from 6. That's the equation. So everybody's going to be meticulous about the field plays. And the veteran in Neelan Pascal is going to be bowling this one. And that is where I think Clove challengers might be saying they wish that it were another bowler instead of Neelan Pascal, because he is wily, he's astute, he's experienced, and he is very versatile. So with those 4 characteristics of Neelan Pascal, I think the advantage is leaning towards the bowling side. Here is Pascal in bowls, and he's off the back foot and cuts that down into the grasp of the keeper down there. Sorry, the fielder down there at a deep cover. And so he's gone, cut down on the deep cover boundary, and that's the end. That's the end of Imran Joseph. He's gone for two, and Clove challengers now they're even more in a spot of bother. They're 102 for 4. Well, the idea was right.
Yeah, you need 17 of 6 deliveries. So, and this is a wide delivery. The batsman Joseph just really throwing everything at that delivery. Luckily for the field inside, it went straight to the fielder.
That's right.
Anything, to his left or to his right, it might just have gone for 4.
Yeah.
But Pascal coming in and taking in an important wicket.
Well, Imran, you shouldn't feel bad about that at all. I think you did what you were expected to do, and that was to go after it. Cyprian Forsyth now comes in. I'm sure that, with those 5 balls remaining, the run rate is just about 20. Here is Pascal in bowls, and he hits that slaps back past the bowler. That's gone for 4. It was short, and he rocked onto the back foot, and he slapped it back past the bowler. Ooh, that was hit hard and flat. And it went down to the boundary very, very quickly indeed. 4 runs there to Ned, who has gone to 76. It's 106 for 4. Here's Pascal in now, and bowls to Ned. Ned is getting one that is right up in the block hole, comes down rather heavily on it, and looking to clip it rather out behind square on the leg side, and the umpire signaled that was a leg bye. So it crashed into the pad as Cyprian Forsyth will now come into strike. 107 for 4. I predicted 108. And so John is already smiling. He predicted 110. Let's see if any. Well, I more likely than not, I think I'm going to lose this one. Cyprian Forsyth will be taking strike. Here is Pascal is in now and bowls, and he is wrapped on the pad, and ball was santing maybe down the leg side. They go to for a single, so 1 more to the total, which has now gone on to 108. So my total was 108, and it's not eclipsed as yet. So there's some measure of safety there still, with 2 deliveries to go. And then, of course, you've got John, who's 110. Well, but we both agreed on one thing today, and that was Bayleaf Blasters were going to win. So 11 required of 2 balls. Of course, Pascal is not going to bowl a no ball, neither will he bowl a wide. I doubt that very much. So here he's in once more. Is Pascal in, and he bowls, and that one was sort of slanting down the leg side, but it may have passed. I would love to see that over, though, as to whether it passed between the leg and the stump. That's what may have happened. All right. And the keeper collected. So there's a reason why the umpire would have said that that it was the wide. So 11 required of 1. I said 108 for 4. Shall we have a dot ball, please, Pascal? Let it be a dot ball, and 2. That is hit down to the.
It should run 2.
Where did it go? Down to the backward point. That completes the over. That completes the match here. So the total had gone to 109 for 4, and it went just in the middle of my prediction and that of John Eugene's prediction. He predicted 110. I predicted 108. 109 for 4. Darren Ned played a sparkling innings of 76. What a wonderful innings it has been. It's been the best innings of the tournament so far, the highest score of 76. And so the Bayleaf Blasters, they've won by 9 runs. Turned out to be a rather competitive match, this. They've won by 9, and I would dare say deservedly 2, as the players will just go and do the usual congratulations and doing the formalities of shaking hands or touching elbows, as the case may be. There's been a good spirit of camaraderie there existing in the entire tournament. So there we go. Bayleaf Blasters winning by 9 runs. It's been a competitive game indeed, and hats off to them. They did a good job. Let's look at the scorecard here as we have it. Ricky Alexander was bowled by Hodge without scoring. Got 2 balls, and it was then 1 for naught. Teddy Bishop hung around there for some time before he was bowled by Rogers for 27, 16 balls, 2 sixes and 1 4. Darren Ned was not out 76. What a wonderful innings this, and had a strike rate of exactly 200, 38 balls, 45 minutes at the crease, had 11 fours and 3 sixes, just 12 dot balls in his batting. It was a great and wonderful performance. Ronald Etienne was caught. Dubisette of the bowling of Ramnath, he went without scoring, just a 1 ball. Imran Joseph was caught. Devani Smith down there on the boundary of the bowling of Pascal. He went for 2 balls he faced, and Cyprian Forsyth was not out 1. Extras were 3. Leg bys 2, just a 1 wide, 109 for 4, 109 for 4 of the 10 overs. Kaveem Hodge, about 2 overs, no min, picked up 1 for 19. Dylan Pascal bowling the final over there, bowled well, 2 overs, no min, 1 for 12. Sherman Lewis, none for 27 of 2, he was rather expensive. Richard Rogers, 1 for 21 of 2, and Alvin Ramnath 1 for 28 of 2. So the Clove challengers, they came close, but not close enough, and Bayleaf Blasters winning. Devon Smith got 48 of 29, Dennis Smith 22 of 7, St. Hilaire 16 of 7, and Devani Smith had 12 of 6. That's the Bayleaf Blasters batting. And in their innings, Joseph had 3 for 23, Ned had 1 for 21, Noel had 1 for 18, and Thomas had 1 for 12. They scored 118. Clove challengers, they responded with 109 for 4. Kerry Frank is downstairs.
Thank you very much, Pastor Worm. Welcome to the presentation. And for the first time in the tournament, man of the match is given to a player on the team that didn't cross the finish line first. And I'll ask the manager of Bayleaf Blasters to present the player of the match award to Darren Ned for a well-played 77, the highest individual score of the tournament. Well played, Darren. Darren, 77, but not getting the team across the line. How is the feeling?
My feeling is not good. I wish I could get the team home, but nonetheless, Bayleaf Blasters bowled pretty well in the end. So hard luck to us.
Your team also, you end your pursuit of finishing in the top 4. How do you overall rate the season for the Clove challengers?
We're playing good cricket, but we're not finishing well. But nonetheless, cricket is cricket. Everybody lose, everybody win.
Still have the possibility for a couple of games left in the tournament, looking to finish the tournament on a high note?
Yeah, definitely. We're looking to win the rest of the games and finish on a high, so that's it. All
right, well, all the best to you, Darren, and the Clove challengers for the maximum of 2 remaining matches.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, we're now going to have a chat with Devani Smith, one of the players from the Bayleaf Blasters. First of all, Devani, congratulations to the Bayleaf Blasters. Finishing in top 2 in the standings. Must be happy with your team performance.
Of course, I'm very happy. The guys go out there and did what they had to do. And overall, it was a great performance by the guys today.
We see you in the field, very calm. They took a very important catch coming down to the end of the innings. Could you tell us about your composure there towards the back end of the inning?
Yeah, it was simple, I believe if guys on the field, showed a little more character, we would have done a little more better in the field. But nevertheless, we got the result we wanted.
Finishing in the top 2, we'll be playing the Nutmeg Warriors for a chance to get into the finals. Excited, looking forward to that matchup?
Of course, yes. The guys are doing very well. Just go out there and do their best.
Devon Smith, Dennis Smith, it must be a thrill playing with some of the older Smiths.
Of course, yes, man. It's a one-time experience in life, so it's a great experience.
All right, well, Devon, all the best to you and Bayleaf Blasters for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
All right, so Pastor Orm, that was the interview we've heard from the man of the match, Darren Ned, and now one of the players from the Bayleaf Blasters, Devon Smith.
Well, Bayleaf Blasters, they won by 9 runs. Let's give you the lineup for tomorrow, God's willing. It's going to be Good Friday, and it will be a pleasure, of course, to have John. I'm sure that he would have maybe liked to be somewhere else relaxing on Good Friday, but he's got to come out to the cricket. So at 11:45 tomorrow, match number 23, Saffron Strikers is going to be up against Ginger Generals. And then later on in the day at 2:30, Clove Challengers will be coming up against Nutmeg Warriors. Should be 2 good encounters tomorrow.
Yes, definitely. The final two matches.
Yes.
Yes, before the playoffs. Teams looking for momentum going into the finals, the playoffs. So should be interesting.
Yes. So tomorrow, God's willing, we'll be on hand. God's willing to bring you these 2 matches live. Until then, have a very good one. Pleasant sleep, pleasant breakfast or lunch, wherever part of the world you might be.
The final weekend in the Dream 11 Spicer T10 2.0 cricket tournament fast approaches. And Grenada, it's time to fill the stands. This Saturday 16th and Sunday 17th April, it's the T10 playoffs. The top 4 teams will look to book their place in the grand final on Monday 18th April. Game times 11:45 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Saturday and Sunday matches $5 EC. The grand final Monday the 18th, $10. Bring the drums, count shell, coolers. It's the biggest stadium line and catch all the action on this station. The Dream 11 Spice T10 2.0 cricket tournament. Love the game.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Energy. The world runs on it every day.
Good morning. Welcome to Soul.
Hi.
Hi.
And when we put the best of the Caribbean together with the energy we harness, everything runs so much smoother. Because at the end of the day, it's all about connecting people.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Soul, wherever your journey begins.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today.
Enjoy this.